Welcome back to Mountain Connections, everybody. Right now we're talking about education. We're talking about the Weilenmann School of Discovery located here in Park City. It is a charter school, and here to talk about more about it, we have the executive director, Cindy Phillips, joining me on the couch. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Iacobellis. It's a pleasure to be here.
I like being called Mr. Iacobellis. I've not been called that before, so first time for everything. It has a good ring to it. Let's talk about WSD, the school. First of all, let's get to know you a little bit, though. You're the executive director. You kind of said that has two meanings during the break. What exactly does the executive director do?
In a charter school, charters are their own districts, and so the executive director is both a superintendent and a principal.
Okay.
And make sure that the charter school is compliant with state law and board rule, and also is right in the school. The Weilenmann School of Discovery is a little bit unique in our administrative structure, however. We actually have a principal of the lower school, a middle school dean, a director of teacher mentoring, and of course I myself am an administrator, but we all teach. We're almost full-time teachers, each one of us. And what that does is make us very tuned in to our teachers' needs, and we know our students extremely well at the school. We are not distant. We are teachers and administrators all.
I think that's super important because I remember going through school and you were always kind of afraid of the principal, and for us it was Dr. James Tarwater, the superintendent, and whenever he was on campus, everyone was like super up straight and terrified of them. That's not how it should be, though. I remember during spelling tests, they're like, the principal, it has the PAL at the end because they're your pal. Them, you being a teacher, you being in the classroom, the kids are getting to know you. It's not, oh, we're terrified of Mrs. Phillips. It's, hey, she's our teacher, she's our pal.
Absolutely.
Is that how you see it?
Not only that, not only are our students ours, literally, but also we have teachers who are our colleagues, and even though we are technically their bosses, their employers, we are very collegial because we are in the trenches with them every day, and it makes for a much different kind of a feeling at a school than you will find in most schools as a result.
Now, this school is from kindergarten to 8th grade.
That is correct.
What grades do you teach specifically?
I teach 6th through 8th grade, which is our secondary division of our school. And in fact, most of my career, which I've been at the Weilenmann School of Discovery since its beginning, 10 years.
Okay.
We're celebrating our 10th year this year.
Congratulations.
Very excited about that. We have secured Woodward for a venue, and we are going to invite any community members who would like to celebrate with us, along with our own families. Prior to that, I was actually in private education for 25 years, and one of the things I very much like about our school is the aspect of the liberal arts education, the traditional education you might get at a private school, but along with that, an infusion of outdoor education. We're here in beautiful Park City, and the kids should be out every day enjoying the outdoors. It's a big part of our curriculum, and we also combine that very traditional education. For instance, I teach Latin.
Wow.
With a very aggressive 21st century skills, technology-supported learning component. And so we like to think of ourselves as the best of all worlds, and we would love for anybody interested to come and get a feel for the school. You can tell a lot by just walking into a school, seeing whether the students are excited and happy to be there, watching the way teachers interact with the children, and just, I guess, seeing the passion and love of learning that everyone should be exuding, right, in a successful school. So that's one reason why I continue to be a teacher, even though I'm now in my 35th year. We talk about teacher burnout, but if you're in a great place that lifts you up as much as the kids are being lifted up, you don't want to leave.
Right, it's the love and care that you put into it. You guys, yeah, I was looking on your website. You cover everything. I mean, there's science and technology, there's language arts, there's outdoor activities, there's physical education. What would you say is the philosophy behind WST and kind of your mission statement that you want to approach with the school?
Well, our mission statement focuses on supporting students in discovering the power of their own potential to learn, to innovate, and to change the world. However, to do that, because we don't have a crystal ball, I think about the jobs I've done in my lifetime that my teachers did not anticipate. No one anticipated the internet, the computer age, the kind of connectivity that we have.
The integration of technology we're seeing.
Absolutely. And so the best way to prepare students for a world that you cannot yet see as a grandmother, which is what I am, you must give them the foundation of a liberal arts education. In other words, they must have a broad enough background in many things, a deep enough background in some significant things, scientific thinking, critical analysis, writing, in order to be able to absorb and address whatever new world they may find in their generations. And so that is what we try to prepare them for. Without that crystal ball, we try to give them basically something that's been proven to be effective for well over 2,000 years, and that's a liberal arts education.
I love it. So how do kids get involved and get put into the school?
The great thing about our school is it's a public school. Many people think that charter schools are private schools, but they are funded by the Utah State Legislature, like other public schools, and there is a process that the Board of Education has delineated for charters, and it's through a lottery. So students enter their names in the lottery, usually in December or January, and charters are first required to accept the students they already have back into the next year, and then to open up those spots by lottery that become available to any students who are interested. And people move, students graduate, there are always spots open in most charters, and we welcome all kinds of people. In fact, we draw from Heber, Colville, Salt Lake City, Park City, because the one thing that's great about charters is they do not have geographical boundaries as a district. Wanted to mention to you that the great thing about charters as well as a group is that for the first time in these last 20 years that charters have been in Utah, parents who may not have the money to send their students to private school have an opportunity to choose a school that may fit their child's learning style or that may fit their family's philosophy better than their neighborhood school. And that gives parents a choice that they've never had. Now, having said that, I also want to say we love being inside the Park City District. We love the collaborative association we have with administrators into which our students feed, and we also belong to organizations with these wonderful northeastern schools in Utah where we share services and try to make each of our districts a better school. So we love being connected with great district schools and district leaders, as well as being our own autonomous and unique school.
I mean, it sounds like everything a parent and child could want in a school. Cindy, if people want more information on the school, where can they go to?
They should first go to our website, which is an acronym, Weilenmann School of Discovery, so it's WSDPC, Park City, .org.
And it's right there up on the screen. Cindy Phillips, thank you so much for coming on and talking about the school.
It's such a pleasure.
It sounds like a fantastic opportunity for both kids and parents to further their child's education. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for the invitation.
All right, guys, we got more coming up on Mountain Connections after this commercial break.